Okay, now for the final tasting. So I've got here the now chilled from Yeast Carbonated ginger ale. Got 2 cups for tasting. Got the soda siphon here, and I have the ginger syrup that I preserved yesterday in here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to need to kind of calibrate the sweetness. I need to get the sweetness, the concentration in here the same as the yeast version. So that's not super sweet. I'm going to give this a shot. Ooh, that is really sweet. Okay, I think that's about right. A little water to clear. Actually, that's still too sweet. Okay, so that's close. So let me start with this. Let's see. Got very fine bubbles on the tongue. And I made it deliberately not very sweet. Now, this one on the other hand, actually, I added a lot of water. So the ginger ale that was fermented does have some extra taste in it. You can definitely taste the fermentation. This tastes more like soda. It has the bubbles are a bit coarser. And it tastes pretty much only of ginger and sugar, which is all there is in this concentrate. This is definitely a little yeastier. Now I tasted some of this earlier in a glass with ice. Didn't really notice the yeastiness when it was cool, but definitely at this slightly warmer temperature, you do notice it. Also, since this is a freshly charged bottle of soda, I would say that this one well, it's hard to say. Initially, it seems like this would be felt a little more carbonated, but it's also because the bubbles are coarser and they go away pretty fast. The sensation of carbonation in this version in the fermented version rather, is a bit longer lasting than the sensation of carbonation in the one with the soda siphon. There are a few things I think I could do to improve it. I think that I don't have enough acid in the base mix, so I only used the juice of half a lemon. I think a full lemon, and in some recipes they use half a lemon, half a lime. That will make the whole thing a little crisper. Less yeast in the initial mix. I used 1 gram of champagne yeast. Like half a gram of champagne yeast for a liter would be sufficient, especially given that I am fermenting this in the network closet, which ferments phenomenally fast. Also, the sugar has insufficient taste, right? White sugar and this 50-50 or this double strength white sugar Splenda doesn't really have enough taste in it. Making maybe sweetening it with perhaps 35-5 mix of honey and molasses to kind of 40 grams total of sweetener. Probably would give me better flavor. I might try using a bit of stevia as well, because a little bitterness might not be bad. I could amp up the sweetness a bit and counteract it with a little bit of bitterness, similar to tonic water or root beer. Root beer, of course, is typically brewed very, very strong, but the raw, unsweetened root beer syrups are said to be actually fairly bitter from the spices. So those I might try. Maybe a little bit more ginger even, or a combination of fresh and dry ginger. This gingery taste is actually quite different than that of either bottled ginger beer or of commercial ginger ales. It has a lot of fresh ginger taste. I'm wondering perhaps a bit of dry ginger might add some of that kind of cooked baked ginger taste. And then different mix of sugar and less yeast. I will give that a shot, and I may be back with some new conclusions. And I might not.